I do not recommend staring at the sun right now.
I see the
From
bloom and the lens flare. It's pretty neat. Never really noticed it.
But not as bright as the real sun. Give me morphine.
You ever going to do any ops with the Osprey?
yeah,
I saw there was an armed and an unarmed version. What does the armed one have? Like a 20 mil or something?
it's the big gun.
Huh.
It's the barrel gun. It's the big go fuck yourself gun.
They were armed.
I've never flew into an Osprey or went close to one, so I can tell. I just know that these guys pack up quite a punch.
I flew in one of those. It wasn't very fun.
You didn't enjoy it?
No. Because it was it tactically flying all over the fucking place?
So the pilot was having fun, but the people in the back not quite.
No. Got motion sick, but I didn't puke.
It's gonna be a golf cart tonight. Might have to move that actually because there's a spot right there.
Hello, Joseph Edwards.
STG. Doc joined your channel.
Hello, Doc.
Howdy, howdy.
Oh,
So this is your new loadout. You shouldn't have to do anything really.
Other than your site, if you don't like it.
Oh, is it coming? When you click medic, it actually gives you the medic shit.
Yeah. So like right now, you can look at your medic loadout, but you're gonna have to come back as a rifleman.
Oh, nice. Red's kicking me off my medical gear and stuff.
Yeah.
Where the fuck you at?
You weren't signed up, so...
Well, I signed up as a reserve. I was originally teaching little kids about fire safety, and then we kind of broke the shit tonight.
You broke the shit?
Yeah, a pipe actually busted. The dumbest pipe I've ever seen in the world, and I didn't even know it was on the smokehouse. It's a random drop down from our sprinkler system that has no drain, so over the 20 years of this thing being there, it's been just collecting water and rusting out.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so that busted today right on our busiest day, and I've already been up there every day this week. So I'm kind of wiped. But I will be back, I guess. I gotta commit seppuku.
Aw. Rip.
You wave at your own shadow.
No, I was saying. Wait,
La Chapelle
pointed at
joined your
Doc.
channel.
Oh, there's Lash.
It's like a Pelly.
I could tell just by his loadout.
The Yodi. He's a Yodi
Yo.
now.
Alright,
Coyote.
so welcome all. I don't see Minnie. Minnie didn't tell me anything about being late or anything like that, so I'm not going to be waiting. So it's going to be a very small training, close and personal. Less pointing, please. So you guys are going to be acting as a fire team. Basically the team leader is going to be acting as element leader for the purpose of this operation. So in terms of loadouts, you guys probably realize that once you join in, you get a loadout that contains all the equipment you require, the basic equipment. That also includes EOD. It's gonna be the way we're gonna be working now. So you guys just join in as the right slot, come in, get the 1 or 2 pieces you're missing for mission specific reasons, and then we roll out. You're gonna realize that some people have some element cams on their helmets. Those are reserved to, mission intensive. I cannot talk tonight. Basically, any kind of person that's going to be doing a task is very specific. So the element leader usually will have one. Team leaders, lead medic, and EOD. So basically, the element leader are able to broadcast and look at each element live. That's why you guys have a little camera. Else, it's the same basic medical load as you guys are used to with 15 packing, 5 basic tourniquets, personnel kit. With the addition that all leadership roles or all technical roles now have a notebook. This notebook lets you put notes inside of it during the mission. Nothing too fancy. You access it by using the equipment with self-interaction. Other than this, we're going to be rolling out for the actual deployment. You guys are going to have a limited arsenal that it gives you a choice of different kinds of M4s, HK 416s and whatnot, just so you to use the best platform you need for the mission. So, okay, that's basically for the new loadout. Else, you guys probably realize the elements have different colors. Straight sand is reserved for medic. This kind of like hexagon brown thing that Jube has is for the squad leader, and all infantrymen have a lighter version of it. So it's basically how you tell who's what. Else, if you're following people, it's hard to tell. But I'm going to place myself in front of you guys. But if you look at the back of the helmet, I have a little strobe that for any leader, the strobe is on the top. For any infantryman, the strobe is on the back. Small detail. And for the EOD has a shield on his head because fuck him. I don't know. Wants to have more neck training. So that's basically for low lads. That's why basically vests are specific and helmets are specific to your job. Weapons and equipment is a different thing. So, do you guys have any questions or comment on this? That's a no for Doc. All right. Just give me a second.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix my keys. I still have some keys that got messed up since I formatted all my stuff.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, you had to reformat.
Yeah.
That really blows
I'm
my
a
limits.
noob, and I went to download some stuff that was not good.
At least, as long as you don't like open inventory and it's like throw a grenade.
Yeah.
No, my grenade, that's the first thing I did. Double T, it's always been.
Good. Alright, so tonight we're gonna make it a bit more personal. I would say like literally all of the people present here are very experienced, so we're not gonna go over basics very long. One thing I want to go over with Red and Duck is basically a little bit of CQB in these kind of shitty buildings we have. Just the way you enter a home. I'm gonna go over 2 different techniques. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. We're gonna go over a practice for non-lethal. And basically you get in and there is a person you want to arrest. Just all you do the flashbang, get in, get out as fast as possible. Once this is done, we're gonna go over a mock mission, which basically gonna go over the fact you guys are a fire team of 4 guys. We're gonna split in build teams of 2. A little bit of stealth. We're gonna go over night visions. We tweak the settings of night visions to be more pleasant for you guys. So we're gonna be looking for feedbacks on those. We're gonna go over basically basic AOD stuff, infiltration. You know, fun stuff. Not gonna last very long. Just basically practice yourself, get a few ideas for the next FTX. So, since I wanted to make people go in roles not usual into, that's why Red is currently acting as lead medic and only medic, Jube as fighting leader. Last Chapel is EOD just because he needs to practice on the EOD, and Duck, you are a rifleman. Congratulations. At that M72, I expect you to be able to hit a technical. You might have to do it tonight, so no stress on you. Okay, good. So now, everybody just open your inventory and check if you have 2 fragmentation grenades, with the exception of the medic. Medic shouldn't have any fragmentation grenades. If you do so, next I want you guys to load up into the go-kart of love, and we're gonna move to the town.
I only have 3 mags. Is it normal?
Is EOD? Yes, you're supposed to have less mags. So this compound contains most, if not all, of the typical buildings we find in this kind of environment. So we're gonna go over them, just basically briefly on reach. Who's still in the vehicle right now?
Doc's sleeping.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait for Doc to come back.
Medical menu, morphine, sleeps, kick him out of the vehicle.
Okay, while we're waiting, I'm just gonna set up the next exercise so no time is wasted.
On the bottom left, I see my name plus another name. I don't know if it's my settings since I restarted everything, or if everyone sees that.
Join my group.
Yeah, I'll have to fix up some stuff while we go. I'm pretty sure about that.
I think Doc's here now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, go. So now you guys should have all been trained into breaching a CQB. I just want to confirm right now. So for Joseph, Doc, and Red, have you guys done CQB training before?
Yeah, with the SOI course.
That is a very good place to get it. Doc?
I think Doc is mute.
I think Doc is on the call or something. Alright, so the 2 techniques we're going to be using over tonight is the classical dynamic entry that's basically taught in Nelson all over the place. And the second one is a bit more like...
Joseph Edwards disconnected from your channel.
Oh. I'm just going to count Doc out for now. I'm just going to go on is basically all to peek into the building instead of going straight in. We're going to go over the...
Joseph Edwards joined your channel.
Yeah, well,
hello, Doc.
Yes.
there we go. Finally, my mic was not working. Hello, I'm here. Sorry, the
Good.
corner was done. I went and got it.
That's good. That's a good thing. Alright. So basically, what I want you guys to do right now, just we're gonna do a breach into this compound. There's 4 of you guys. There is 2 main building and a secondary building to be cleared. Jube, I want you to organize your team in buddy teams right now of 2 by 2 or by row.
Whatever, well, we already did, so it's Red and me
Good.
and Lash and the Doc.
Okay.
I'll let you guys go
comfortable with-
first.
Okay.
You.
So basically, your goal is to be okay. Number 2. So
There
you
you
guys gonna be breaching this compound, and once you get into that compound, you're gonna get to your respective building. There's one straight to the east of here. There's one straight to the south, and just get inside and you can then clear some both buildings. So let's just do one practice round just to see all we're doing, and we'll see if we do something else after that. So you guys are live now on the call.
Okay, so Lash and Edward, or fucking Doc, I'll get you guys to take the southern building, and Red and I'll take the northern one.
Copy.
Reach whenever you're ready. Hold on, I gotta actually put a mag in my gun. Alright, good.
Alright, 1 set.
Who's that?
3 set.
4 set.
No. Okay, so my keys are not properly.
Whatever, that was the hottest deal, let's go.
Okay, move in. Okay.
That's clear. Alright, go ahead and make your buildings. One set.
Alright,
Red,
Red.
Friendly's
do
coming out.
me. Alright, you ready?
Alright, am I going?
I'm going. Left clear.
Right, clear. I got a
I
hallway.
gotta hold the stairs, hold that door. I'm gonna just check the roof quick.
Alright.
Roof clear coming down. Alright, go ahead.
Slice and left.
Right clear.
Left clear.
Last room. Left looks clear.
Yeah, left is clear.
Clear. So all clear, 2 coming out.
Alright, dude, I want you to hold this compound now.
Yeah, you guys stick there. Lash, you guys watch
Yeah,
that corner. We'll watch this corner. Red, take the door to the west.
Say again, it said door to the left.
West. That's it.
West.
This one.
Get another door.
Alright, well, whatever. I'll stand here then.
Is that door right there? Okay, cool. Just reset on me. We're gonna go over like a few little things here. We'll go from there.
There's one thing I noticed right away.
So once you guys did an entry, you guys both went right and we looked left.
Yep.
We could have had
my first
good-
comment.
So that's why usually you stagger your breaching team 1, 2, 1, 2. So like you have all guys going the same way. Second.
Oh, no, I didn't really care about that. I just wanted to clear the courtyard, and then after we could break up into our teams. Doesn't really matter.
Well, it's just easier because you have all you guys on the right side already. The next thing is once you guys basically moved, that was very cool for you guys that went here. You guys were basically looking at this entrance there. Same thing for this team to look at this area. So basically this doorway right there. Once you guys get in, basically Red, you didn't follow your buddy team. That's just basically just follow you around. Get you guys stacked up, moved in. You guys did dynamic entry is good. We're gonna go over the other technique once this is a little more cleaner. So let's do another practice, dry run.
Okay,
And,
let's
we can move from there.
let's
Yeah,
go
the
on
name
channel.
was not intended, by the way. It was just I messed up.
Well, whatever. It was a
I
hot
thought my
player.
key was. Yeah, I thought my key was. I did it right now.
Let's get on channel 100 on short range, guys.
All right, I'm just gonna fully alert everybody and get you set up again.
Lashville Rio, check on 100 over.
Name Charlie 100. Over.
Doc, we can check 100.
Name Charlie 100. And Red, I heard you too. Alright, let's go.
guys, go when ready.
Try it staggered this time. So same plan, guys. 2 set.
Please shot.
We're set.
Alright, breaching in. Going fast. Right clear.
Left's clear.
Alright, move to your buildings.
Alright, set. Breaching in. Going left.
Alright,
Ready.
set.
Clear. Clear.
Going in. Left clear. Doorway right.
Yep, hallway
Over
right.
the door. I'm gonna check the roof full thing.
I'm checking one.
Roof clear.
Last year roof is clear too.
Alright, go.
Clear.
Right clear.
Breach. Left clear.
Right clear.
Alright, pull security once you're set.
Alright, all clear. 2 coming out. Alright, so full security in the same places, guys.
Hey, good reset on me. Alright, that basically cleaned up all the issues I saw. Now we're gonna go over basically another way to clear building. Really, very simple. So instead of going blind and basically rushing in, this is basically more of a one-man job. Especially when we're so small and you can only have 1 or 2 guys with you for each building. It's probably gonna be the technique you guys gonna using the most. And it's the most effective against enemies in this kind of game. So the way you would go is you set yourself the same way you would normally, as close from the wall as you can. And what you would do is just slowly peek. Once you peek, you already clear basically all the dead zone you have. You set yourself to the area zone and you do the same thing. Once you have the full clear, you go in. And now my ult is fucked up, and then you go in. So you do it basically for each entrance you may have. So this one is another example. You look, you see that this zone is clear, you just peek and you go in. Different kind of entry. It's slower, and it's basically made to be done individually. Do you guys have any questions from that, or I just want you guys to practice it one by one until it's more natural.
Just have a comment. I was
Go for it,
looking the YouTube video we checked earlier, like the UF Pro, these guys, dude, that's awesome, man. The fucking individual clearing, that's exactly what you said, like buying that, not rushing in the building, that makes no sense, like just a little bit more methodical. I really like it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's only one reason you really should rush into a building, and that's because
don't know what's in it.
it's time critical. Like if there's a hostage inside, or if there's like something else that's requiring you to get in there quickly, like you're being shot at from outside, that's really the only reason you should ever rush into a building. Otherwise, you really should just go in slowly. Or if the
Alright.
mission requires you to go fast, but.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go one by one. Just make you guys do it quickly, just for that little shitty shack. Just do what I just did. Let's start with Jude. Just get in line, guys. I don't really care about the order.
So like one of the things that we saw too in the video is that you actually want to do it like really incrementally. Like Cirque did it really quick, but generally you want to kind of do it like almost this slow so that you can see every inch of the room before you're exposed to it, right? And then so now I've cleared pretty much everything except for the very direct left corner. So when I come in, I would just go like this.
There we go.
Because the less of you that you expose, the better.
There we go. Good job, Red.
You can also switch like arms for this too, because then you're...
You can go to slow walk once you're moving. It really helps with just doing incremental peaks. Else you're going in rush and it's kind of awkward. There you go. And duck.
Because thankfully in ARMA you don't have as hard a time shooting in your left arm as you do in real life.
You want to stay as close as...
You gotta try shooting with a gas mask where you gotta
want
hold
to
it out
stay
like a
as close
pistol.
As you want, as you can
Yeah.
from the wall, because you basically did a full circle here. The problem is with that is you expose more angle of yourself to the enemy than the opposite, and you know that enemies in this game are pretty much butts, so you're just giving them more chance for them to shoot at you. So just stay close to the wall. And then back in. Forgot to talk the entire time. Sorry about that. All right, let's do this live again. For the compound breach, just do a quick pie and then breach in. So and after that, I want the two buildings to be cleared the way we just did. So slower.
Okay.
Just
Well,
fine.
if that's the case, then guys, the way that we're gonna change it, and the way that I would have preferred to do it in the beginning anyway, is that I don't like that the courtyard wasn't covered while we were clearing buildings. So we'll have Lash and myself stay out in the courtyard, and we'll cover both the north and the south, and then you guys will clear your buildings one by one. So Red, you can take our building that we took originally, and we'll have Doc take the other one. So
Alright.
Red
Okay.
takes this one, Doc takes that one.
Go for it.
For Lash, you'll take south then, I guess, because it makes sense. Alright,
One set.
two set.
You set?
4 set.
We're breaching in.
Left there.
Holding set.
Alright, move in and clear your buildings, guys.
South building clear. Holding east.
Yeah, just watch the entrance we came in, Doc, because I have too many angles.
I got it.
You good, Red? Okay. Cool, take up the northwest corner.
Alright, good job, guys. Reset on me. I'm gonna do a live exercise. Switch roles. I want you and Lash Chappelle clearing buildings this time.
Okay.
On my call. Great.
One right.
Be ready.
Are you ready?
Already.
Wait.
Just hold. I say again, this is a live exercise.
Oh.
Alright.
I'm
Don't
fucked
go.
up.
Don't go.
Yeah, I'm fucked up. My grenade did not go anywhere I wanted it to, and I wanted to
Got rear.
flash.
Yeah, make sure you use the Shift G with the actual trace thing, because it makes it a lot easier to throw.
Alright, you're good. You're good.
Oh, I was just getting myself morphine, but so used to touching up myself.
Oh, now if I hold my push to talk and alt, I have a keyboard thing that pops. I'll need to fix that in Windows too. God damn it.
What the hell? That's so random.
English Canada, English United States, US keyboard.
Oh, I only got frag grenades, so I don't have a.
Doc, which building are you going to be stacked against to cover?
I'll be covered. Well, I'm gonna be covering southeast. I come through, so I'm on south right away.
So I'm hooking around. Alright.
I gotta give myself an epi now because I hear my heart.
And guys, remember, we don't have to rush. Like, we don't have to go super rush.
Well, disregard this, guys. Give me a second.
Because like it's better to do it kind of slow and smooth than it is to do it super fast, and then we all get fucked. But do make sure that you push in, because otherwise the rest of us are gonna get bottlenecked and fucked.
Okay, exercise
Once
is
you commit
live.
to it. Alright,
Okay.
are you ready?
Sure.
You ready?
Already.
Don't forget to say frag out. Just in case there's other elements nearby. Okay.
He's down. I'm hit, it's not terrible. Alright, Lash, move up to your building.
Going for the building.
Everyone's up.
Doc up.
One down inside. Buying. Going in.
Up. Red's down from building east.
Alright,
because this is live right now.
Rooftop clear. Friendly's coming out.
Lash, can you cover this entrance? I gotta clear the buildings up.
Got it.
I'm gonna move right inside the building here on the south side and start touching them up.
Covering the corner. Test job.
Lost job.
We're all talking and I don't hear him.
Well then, Red, come over here. I'll take your corner. What side are you on? North side? Alright, I got it. Go ahead. He's in the building to the south.
Alright, end of exercise.
Hit, man. I always fucking get hit.
Reset at the main entrance.
Don't forget, guys, if I go down, one of you guys needs to get in contact with whoever's higher up. I know we don't have the radios figured out or anything, but just don't forget that.
Right, let's reset again. This time I want the basically duck and red clearing. Make sure you guys look at danger areas, right? So enemies are inside the building, they're gonna look through open doors, gonna look through windows. It's not because it's not your building to clear that you don't care about the building. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys the call ones, ready?
Red, are you clearing south side then?
Alright, yeah, I'll go for south.
Alright, you and Lash should switch sides then. Fox.
Do. Sorry, he was gonna shoot me.
I got it. Down. Commander is down. I'm hit behind.
Covered in the corner, Jude. High, don't stand up.
Watching rear.
Alright, exercise is still not live. I'm having issues with something right now. Sorry about that.
Still killed him.
I thought Zeus couldn't die. Dirk looked pretty dead to me.
Didn't uncheck that, was it accepts damage or whatever?
Yeah.
Exercise is live.
Alright. Frag out.
Ah,
One down inside. I'm hit. It's not bad.
Stack out the door.
I got one in here. Clearing.
Okay. Go ahead.
I think he's dying.
I'll make sure
Roof's
you
clear,
go.
Red, your roof's clear.
Jeff, you
Everyone up?
Yep. So what's more?
Okay, Red, just come to me for a sec. I need you to patch me up. Alright, end of exercise, guys. Come back to the buggy.
Dude, check that guy out. He was stuck on the shelving. I'm like, he won't die.
There's no one. Oh, okay. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, he's just kind of glitched there. Cool.
That's how it's clear. The wall
Right?
just went down.
I just took the
Wouldn't
whole
expect
wall out.
it.
Expect the unexpected, right?
Yeah.
So just so you guys know, on this map, for these walls are extremely fragile. They're gonna go down with a single grenade. So be very careful when you use it when you're doing a breach. Yep. They're also gonna break if an enemy dies next to them. So be ready for this kind of unexpected things to happen. Else for the breaching, very good. You guys clear the guy, got the guy in the window before you could get you guys. Every enemies that were inside the buildings were cleared during by doing peeling and clearing the angles. So very good on this. So now we're gonna move to something a bit more interesting, hopefully. So this building here is a 2-story. In this 2-story, you guys gonna be trying to basically, as a team, get inside. There's gonna be a civilian and 2 armed hostile. You guys need to be able to get the civilian before he gets either shot by you guys or shot by the enemy, as he is an hostage, not just a civilian. And once the civilian has been secured, you need to capture him and bring him back to this location.
Okay.
You guys got any questions on this?
Well, I don't have any
Does-
flashbangs. Can we get some?
Does
Yes,
rifle?
you're gonna see a grenade box right in front of the buggy that contains flashbangs and a tie wraps.
Cable ties? So, like, grab 2 flashbangs, guys. And a pair of cable ties.
Got 3 flashes and 2 cable ties just in case. You never know.
Yeah, I always think too. You guys know that you interact with his hands to take him under arrest, and then you can interact with his second key.
Get around behind him, right?
Yeah.
Alright guys, to go over back to our Arbin, I want you guys to start this at this corner and move to the front entrance, which is straight south from location.
A small tip for you guys: if you want to take someone custody, you can just do a hotkey at your control tree. It's pretty fast. You can do it even if they move.
That is a very good thing to do because you guys are gonna have to do that a lot. I think it's worth taking a few minutes
How do you
just
do
find
it?
this.
Control.
Figure add-ons.
Configure add-on.
Aim is common. Yeah, take prisoner. Shift F1.
Just set whatever you want.
Is Shift F1 the preset?
That's the preset. My preset anyway. I don't know if it works for everyone. I can test it right now. That didn't work.
Nope.
Weird.
Maybe it has to be a like civilian model or something.
I don't know. Can we spawn one just to test it?
Yeah, I have Shift F1 as a default.
I'm gonna change it actually.
Yeah, because if they move just a slight bit, you have to reset everything. And I think this ace thing has changed, right? It's like a circle now, so it takes some time to get too used to. For me, personally,
Oh, I like the circle.
it's like moving around, and I need to. Oh, it's good, but just take a prisoner. It's really confusing.
Yeah, you have to point at their hands basically. It's like impossible if they're moving around like you're moving around right now. Although for some reason I can't take you prisoner.
I was trying. There's a Shift F1. I wonder if it's just an unarmed personnel.
I think it's
Yeah,
'cause he's on
or
that
maybe
team.
the civilian or something.
Can we spawn one outside just to test it too? Okay, there we go.
Shift F1.
Okay, it works.
How do I get my zip ties back?
You don't. You have to go get more. Okay, sweet. And now you're down now.
That works.
Try
Cool.
that.
Okay, guys, don't move around. What are you guys doing right now?
We need
Need
to
zip
go get
ties.
more, we need to get more zip ties. Apparently you get shot for that in this army.
Put the box over here.
I don't know if he's trying this fucking window right here. Oh.
Go through that window.
Alright, don't create crazy zip ties, you get shot.
Alright, you guys are set. Everything is set and good to go.
Yep.
Okay.
So we have to breach the southern entrance, is that what you said?
Correct, from the left side.
And we have to go to the left side?
Correct.
Oh, that's tricky. Okay.
Exercise is life when you guys are ready.
Alright, let's go guys. Slowly.
Ready.
Is this whole area live or is it just the compound to my right?
As far as you're concerned, only the compound to your right as hostile, but you do not assume that everything is friendly.
Alright, I'm going to cover this window, and you guys are going to bound around me and then stop at I don't know if
Okay,
you see
okay,
what it
reset,
says.
reset.
Yeah,
And you shot him.
Sorry.
I reset. Okay, so what you guys are trying to do right now is a rescue. If you guys start engaging through the windows without you not being in the building, the hostager's is gonna get shot in the face.
Oh, okay.
And you don't want to be seen. You want
so
to
we
get
need
into the
more
building.
sneaky- Okay, I got you.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
So, in that case, we're going under the window, guys.
What, do you want to have someone stand by with the window with the stun grenade?
That depends, because I don't know where the
Okay.
enemies are or where the, civilian
Okay.
is. So I'd rather have us all together and storm it.
Do we want to keep the medic outside just in case the civvy gets hit and medic gets hit?
Yeah, we can do that. I think we're only going to need, 2 people to go in anyway.
Oh, I guess I'm the dumb rifleman today, so I'll take it.
Rifleman's the best job, man.
Dude, no. Dude, the medic is the funnest job.
Alright, I'm ready.
Alright guys, exercise is life.
Alright, go ahead. Let's jump under the window.
Look for your sector. We don't need 4 guys looking forward.
That's what I asked before. I was assuming that this shit didn't exist. Door? Okay.
I'm gonna cross to the west side of the door.
Okay. Just do a quick check of the floor, guard.
Check. We're clear?
I'm going to open this door. Actually, it opens towards you. So you're gonna open it, and I'm gonna prep a stun grenade. All right, wait though. What's gonna happen, guys, is him and I are gonna go in. Him and I being Doc. All right, you two are gonna hold the door. If you hear one of us goes down, then Lash, you're gonna go in next, and we're gonna wait for the medic will be the last person to go in. Red, you're responsible for the hostage once we've cleared it. Okay. So you're gonna take him prisoner, and you're gonna take him, and we're gonna go out the door.
Got it.
Right?
Got it.
Okay. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and open the door.
3, 2, 1.
Flash out. Right clear. Okay, moving through the next door. Moving through the next door. Right, move in.
Alright, going upstairs.
Left clear.
Slowly
Hold
going up.
stairs. Hold stairs. Oh, fuck. Alright, we need Red up here now. Civilian's been hit.
Alright, get in. Cover your back. Cover the door.
We're gonna save him, quote unquote.
Have exercise guys, reset at start.
He's been healed though.
He would have actually recovered from that, just saying.
I captured the side of my bed. I just fucking...
Can you see in QCB
Yeah.
better with the pistol?
In hindsight, we should have just flashed that too.
Yeah, I came up
Right.
the stairs and he was
That
looking
should
right
have been a flash. That should have been a flash scenario right there. Alright, we'll go over it again. I want you to switch the people that are going in.
Okay, so it'll just be the other two.
You guys have any comments about the way the breach was going? Anybody got shot?
No.
This civilian got shot because I was an idiot and had the gun on full auto, and I was trying to fight a dude hiding behind the civilian.
Yeah, well, in hindsight, like, well, honestly, we should have just flashed that, but I wasn't thinking about it. Alright, I'm ready when you guys are. Unless Cirque is not ready, I don't know.
Not ready.
Okay, there you go.
Alright, so me and you have rear security again, I'm guessing?
Yeah, exactly,
Okay,
yeah.
alright.
Oh no, you should be in the front, Red, because you're one of the two that's breaching. It's me and Doc who's in the rear.
Okay.
Yep.
Exercise is life.
Alright, ready?
Okay, 4 set.
I'm moving. Got a door open here on the right. I'm gonna buy it. Contact down.
Okay, we can't take too much time, guys. We know we're here now.
Alright, flashing in. That was a...
Well, that hurt my ears.
I can't see.
Alright, I'm gonna pop a flash in through this window, guys.
I'm still blind. I'm laying down.
Go ahead.
Go.
Left there.
Boss to the left side. Covered.
Just hold this door with me, man. I'm on the side, Doc.
Going in left.
Stay at that door, Doc.
And
Brad, you need
Go
to be with
upstairs.
us.
Flash in. Contact down. Got one unarmed civilian there.
Okay. See if he needs any medical, and then Red, grab him and come downstairs.
Yep, he needs med.
Okay, well, fix him up first. Don't let him die.
Ching outside the compound.
Is he good?
One more leg.
Okay, so as soon as the civilian's up, you guys want to bring him down the stairs?
I told him to load into the quad or the ATV, so he's out there, I guess.
Wait, what? You ran out the
He
door?
disappeared.
No, when I looked to interact, I didn't see anything about
Oh.
escort, so it said load into
He
quad
disappeared
ATV.
through the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just pretend that you have him with you. Okay, so like, so...
Contacts out.
Alright, wait. Did you get him,
Contacts
Lash?
out. Yep.
Okay. So Doc and I are gonna go out and we're gonna hold the corridor. I'll hold left, you hold right, Doc. And then you guys dip around the corner to the left. Lash, you go first, followed by the cat or the prisoner. Okay.
Copy.
All right. Everyone ready?
Ready.
Go, Doc. Okay. Go.
I had the prisoner. I had the prisoner.
No,
I had the.
it should be Lash first. Because you don't know what's around that corner.
Oh.
Okay. Follow him. Follow him. Follow Lash with the prisoner, quote unquote. Red? Yeah. Go. 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 All right. Doc, follow him.
All right. I have the prisoner.
Alright, end of exercise. For some reason, the AI was loaded into the vehicle.
Yeah. When I was looking at the interact, I didn't
Sorry,
see
Red, I might not have
escort.
been clear there.
I
was
saw load
pretending you
into
had
the
prisoner.
ATV. So.
Yeah, don't try to do that again.
Okay.
Yeah, so
How
sorry,
do
Red,
you-
I might not have been clear, but
Let me look at
I
it.
was making you pretend that you were like you
See,
still
go
had
down,
him, kind of
go
thing.
away. Take
Can you
prisoner.
can you move the ATV? Let me look at his back. Yeah.
Well, somebody made the civilian go into the ATV.
That'd be red.
Weird. Oh yeah, he probably didn't
Oh,
load captive.
okay.
That's why.
Yeah, you said low captive on it.
I mean, that's another way of getting him out safely, I guess, right?
Well,
With
yeah,
pixie dust.
I guess. So it was a bit rough. You guys feel like doing one more practice run, or you guys just feel like we covered everything that needs to be covered here?
I think we need
I
to be faster.
think it went successful.
It went successful.
Yeah,
We
I
need to
messed
be
up
faster.
I messed up the first flash that totally could kill us, all of us.
Yeah,
No
when
one
we
could
came-
see nothing, so it's
When we
just...
came out, me and you were already on opposite sides, but I had to go turn around the corner, go right. I think it'd been faster if I went out and covered left. You would have covered right. I think that would end up being faster of us securing an area quicker coming out of that building.
What do
That's
you
just like how. So I was on the right side of the door. I could have just walked straight out and I had that left side covered. You told me to go right, so I had to turn the whole corner before making my being able to cover my angle.
Alright, we're gonna do one last
Okay,
reset.
I'm done just telling you, but I felt like that would be a little bit faster.
No, that makes sense. I just wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about the logistics of coming out of the building.
Yeah, I get it.
Can you switch the pistol and use the hostage as a shield?
Ooh. If I have my pistol, I can see my left arm that has the small android over there. That's cool. I hear someone inside.
This creepy man McGee.
Want to switch place or I'm still front?
That doesn't matter to me. I just don't like being front. 'cause I always
Exercise
stop first.
is live.
Alright,
Are we like, I'm ready.
reset.
4 set.
I'm moving.
Wait, let me just check if I have flashbangs, which I don't. Okay. Do you have, who has flashbangs still?
Doc,
I do.
The box right next to you.
Alright, as long as you've got them. Oh, this has flashbangs in it? Amazing. Okay, got him. Let's go.
I'm moving. Door, right?
Oh, watch the courtyard quick, make sure nobody's there. No one's there?
I got it. Y'all go ahead and breach.
Open the door when you're ready.
Ready, opening.
Flash out. Watch out.
Moving.
That was a weird ass contact, but he's down.
Couldn't see.
once you're in the next room, let's push inside.
Ready to move inside?
Wait. I think I got civilian in the next door, so I'm gonna flash it. You ready?
Ready?
You're going in as soon as I flash it. Got it?
Got
Okay,
it.
3, 2, 1, flash out. Fuck. Hit the roof. Are you okay? Okay, as long as you get it. Somebody else take over for me. I can't see
Yeah.
shit. So go in.
Civilian here.
Has it.
Stop, still left there.
Cover doors, Jude.
I can't see anything. So you're
Oh,
gonna have to cover the door.
okay, turn to your right, turn to your right. Alright, go forward, go forward, go forward.
Okay, I can see it.
Upper floor's clear, push outside.
I'm going to next room.
I hit the top of the roof. So.
Roof's clear, come down.
Copy, we get a civilian here.
How's the prisoner? Does he need medical?
Go
Check
for
out,
it.
man, I'll cover your door.
Alright.
I get the door. I got the southwest corner.
Okay,
I'll be
cool.
up.
I'll watch the window.
Alright.
I'll move forward.
Prisoner secure.
Okay. So we'll have Doc and I'll go out again. Doc, just pick the side that you're best at and I'll cover the other one. Alright, so we'll have us two go out, then Lash goes out, and then turns the corner, and then Red, you follow Lash, and then we'll follow in behind. Got it?
Copy.
Alright, go. Clear. Left is clear.
I'm
You
moving.
guys can move out.
Crossing your fire. Corner clear. Stand down.
You okay?
Yep.
Alright, moving. Let's go.
Coming west.
Alright, and exercise. The only thing I will say here is when you extract with the guy, I
Where's
would
the
do a.
hostage?
It's right there.
Oh.
Yeah,
Once you guys extract, I would move as a fire team element instead of 2x2. There was an angle that was not protected by that Chappelle and he got shot at.
Well,
I know.
I didn't quite move fast enough. I was gonna tail in right behind them, but I didn't quite move quick enough.
Got it. Well, that was pretty good overall. So let's move to something a bit more fun as 8 o'clock. We're gonna do a mock operation that's gonna make the use of the EOD. Duck, do you have any experience with the AMR style rifle? It's not a big difference. Yeah.
I haven't really used them, but I can go and give it a shot.
That's fine. I'm gonna make you do a shot that's not over 600.
Excellent.
Good. So now we're gonna do a little mock operation for 4 guys in this map. I'm gonna give you guys a briefing. We're gonna get back into the little buggy, drive us back to base. Juke, can you be driving us?
ammo.
And we're gonna resupply.
This is.
Okay, I'm gonna drive you guys in.
Mr. Uber.
It looks like I'm in you, bro.
5-star review.
That's pretty nice.
It's gonna
Ammo for
be
sure.
ammo's gonna be under a weapon case, ammunition case. I'm gonna add them. It's currently empty. Give me a minute.
You want me to stick with 3 full?
I would stick with the 4 mags that you were given.
I had 3. 2 on my bed, 1 in my gun and 2 in my vest.
Oh yes, it was 3. Stick with 3.
Got it.
Unless you felt that was not enough.
I mean, for a normal operation, for sure it's not gonna be enough, but...
Yeah, our normal operations, you need about 20 medics.
I mean, I'm not the guy who shoots the most, I'm really conservative, and the past ops we went through 10 pretty fast. That's like 300 rounds.
Well, again, we don't fuck.
Yeah, but I think that's
Yeah.
changing in the future. I think it's gonna be more about difficulty and less about like
Yeah, I usually
that many.
give
Yeah.
away my magazines.
Also, like
you
we're
run
gonna.
around with your run on your back half the time.
Well, that's the only way I can keep up with people. Because we were 75 pounds.
Going back to what I had. I don't know what the point of me having a backpack is. I don't even have to put anything in it. Oh,
Yeah,
wait, no,
it's just storage space.
I was supposed to be switching to a DMR.
Just better to have a backpack than no backpack because you can put stuff in it.
Do we need to use suppressors?
Yes, for this mission, you equip NVG Gen 4 suppressor. You should have strobes in there.
Where is that DMR you're supposed to, you want me to switch to?
I'll let you know as soon as it's out.
Okay.
Compressors are in equipment, and so are the NVGs.
Yeah, MVG.
I actually don't have a strobe. I don't know if it's in there.
How do the strobes work?
I don't even have one.
I don't know what I'm looking for.
It's supposed to be in equipment.
Maybe it's in support. Yeah, it's in support. Fire strobe.
Oh, yeah, we're wearing them. That's I don't.
You don't have to attach it to your hook, so it'll just blink forever.
Doc, your DMR should be in the equipment box.
That's a DMR? It looks like a sniper rifle.
It's probably like the AR-10.
Awesome. Mark 11. I gotta get rid of all my ammo because the
Yeah,
ammo doesn't work
looks
with
like
it.
Okay.
You're not getting 72s here.
All I need is ammo.
Pause me. Pause me. You don't need ammo.
What's your
Yeah.
rifle there, Doc? I think it's a
7.62.
okay.
Mark 11.
What's the actual weapon? I need the actual weapon because I cannot give you just the mags.
MK11 mod 0.
That's what I thought too. Why is the mags not working?
Pause me.
I've never had a 0 gun in this game. So this is gonna get very interesting very quickly.
Just page up, page down.
Yeah, I don't know what the number is like.
You have a rangefinder?
Nope. I just got
You
hit
don't?
at DMR.
You don't have a. Press B.
Don't even have binos. I'm a
Don't?
useless
Same.
rifleman.
No, that's because you're a team leader.
Oh, I have
Don't
them,
get
so.
those.
Correct. All right. Doc, take just normal optics with this rifle. You don't have to force yourself with this specific optic.
Well, I could probably use that. I just don't know how to range it. So.
I know. We're not gonna teach you how to range it yet.
All right, got it. I'll go get it.
Can he just change to a saw with a suppressor?
Whoa.
or give him a beta mag or something?
What is that? To change the range, it's page up, page down thing?
Yeah, well,
Can
it's a
you
bit
with
more.
that, or-
It's shift page up, page down because he needs to know how to use a range table.
Yeah, well, cause like
so-
he's got a real sniper scope, so it actually uses like windage
Mills.
and shit.
and like yeah, all of it.
I should even grab here.
So like
I
he'd
just-
actually have to know how to
Just
set for
grab a
windage,
fucking
set for
RCO
elevation,
that I'm
like
comfortable with.
it's
Yeah.
not the same as our scopes.
Okay, so you guys are loaded. You guys have your strobes. You guys can find it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now the mission is going to be pretty simple, all right? So the first phase, there's going to be a specific a Taliban that is currently unarmed that you guys have to track. Once you've tracked this specific individual, you're gonna see he's gonna be driving to a compound that contains a warlord. Warlord is the primary target. The guy you guys are
Warlord?
a warlord.
Warlord,
I,
okay.
exactly. I speak French. I'm an idiot. So that being a warlord,
Double O.
a warlord. There we go. So this guy, all right. Once you, this is your primary target. The only reason you guys are following the other guy is just to know where he is. Once he's out, your job is to basically set up an ambush on the road because we don't want to engage with direct fire on this target, just to destroy his car that contains the warlord once it's coming out. So there's going to be two teams, going to be an observation team and an ambush team. I'll let you to set up the teams. You guys going to be inserted in the location through a I would say repurposed vehicle. And you guys are the main objective. You guys do not get spotted. If you guys get spotted, you cannot hold this. There's an entire company of Talibans in there, and there's no way you guys can hold against this.
That
Even
sounds
if
like
you
a challenge. I'll be honest.
your job.
Then here comes the BMP.
Okay. So
I
your
mean,
job
we
is
got a
pretty
rocket
simple.
launcher, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get in, all right. You find the guy. You follow him. Find a compound. Once you know where the compound is, you're gonna know which road you need to ambush. Set up the ambush. Do the ambush. Extract. Got any questions on this so far?
Do we have a picture of the guy that we're following?
Yes, and the picture is going to be literally M for a minute because we don't have photographs because we don't have the budget. Take a
Oh
minute.
fuck. But if he's like right here, then why don't we just take him now? Take him in the balls. But it'll be Red and Lash together, and then I'll take Doc with me because I have a rangefinder. So
Excellent. Otherwise, I'm just Kentucky windending it. Letting it shoot. Best.
change yourself to red, Doc, and Lash go blue.
Why did we take this goddamn towel head wearing ass with us?
But yeah, we're going like more the special forces way. So like a lot of the missions are gonna be more like what we're just about to do.
Alright, so what you guys see is the unarmed civilian is the target you guys need to follow towards the warlord. Warlord is the guy you see to the left. This is your primary target. You don't want to engage him with weapon unless you really have no other don't move him around.
Got him. I got him.
Okay. Just don't fuck around because they're gonna be used, these guys.
Oh shit, sorry.
So there we go. Because their clothes change every time I spawn a new unit. So these are literally your targets. So once the target is eliminated, it needs to be done through an ambush. Would recommend either putting remote detonative explosive because we don't want to put mines into this territory. Now, as far as where you guys gonna be landing is basically where the guy works. This little guy here. This is where he's working. I'm gonna drop it to you guys. Set up an observation post. Once you guys know where he is, go set up the ambush, kill the warlord. And if you guys can, once the warlord is dead, if you want to destroy this guy, we don't care. He's a secondary target. Would be good to have, but not a big deal if you don't. Any questions?
What town are they in?
They're gonna be in. Basically, it's one big town, but there's a little town at around. I'll give you the full grid.
Was it Chopper 1, 2, or 3?
It's 013, 011. That would be the main town, and where the guy is working is at 01407. 007.
These are so small here.
There-
013. 01 what?
I gotta put marker.
Is our unarmed secondary target clear to kill after we are done with him, or are we trying to capture?
It's whatever you can. You need to extract fast because you're gonna have an entire company of Talmans hauling ass on your ass once you destroy the warlord. So all you guys have for marker is the workplace of the guy that where he's working. You can ask, and then you get there. Once you're there, you need to follow him without getting spotted. to where the warlord is at. Once you know where he is, you need to set up a proper ambush with explosive, destroy his vehicle, and extract. Alright, so now that this is set, I need to set up everything else.
So we're killing the. No, we're not killing the warlord. We're
Yes, you're killing.
okay.
With
What if we
explosives.
can? What if we can
That is
capture him?
very
Does that make us more badass?
No.
Oh.
I have the M112 charge. That's not the one we use usually, right?
They do the same thing.
I think I cannot set firing device on them. I'll have to check that. But we'll see.
Are you sure? You can basically do it right now and then just remove it. Just don't do it right in the middle of the base and we'll be good.
Alright, Joe, but it's nighttime and that operator will live capture our guys.
Make sure whoever the doc, make sure that your scope works with night vision goggles.
Yeah,
You're
don't
gonna have a
know.
rough time.
I was about to say,
the option for explosive would be-
testing EOD reminds me of Doc trying to defuse the tower.
Yeah, I'm used to it. No, I cannot set charge right now. There is no like explosive tab on my thing with these charge.
Can you give me a minute?
We need the NATO one.
Dude, that
One
shit
or
was
like
probably
Russian.
the funniest shit ever, too. I really hope that I can actually defuse this and not get blown up.
Poof.
Boom!
Vaporized.
Used
Like,
to
I
have.
wish, like, in the recordings that you
Apparently
can
I
actually
don't
hear
have
shit
a
based
flashlight.
on
Other
their
explosive.
Make sure you guys have a flashlight for your map, because apparently I don't have one.
Oh. Is that a requirement?
Well, if you want to see your map, yeah. Might want to take your strobe off for now. If they have night vision, you're kind of obvious.
No, how do I fuck, man? That's another. I'll have to go over all my keys. What's the laser?
Where does
How?
the strobe go?
Goes on your shoulder here. I'll put it on so you can see what it looks like.
Oh, it's an interact thing. Okay.
Can I put your night vision on?
Yeah, I don't have laser, but
Oh.
I'll fix that.
Yeah, gotcha.
See. Then if I take it off, it goes away. We'll put our strobes on once we go hot, so we can identify each other quickly.
Got it.
Also, that way, if one of us goes down, we'll know that it's that person because they'll be flashing. But if somebody goes down in the firefight, we're extracting, so you're gonna have to just drag them into a vehicle and get the fuck out of there. We're not gonna have time to treat them there, I don't think. Ugh. If all goes well, we won't have to shoot at all. We'll just have one bomb go off and then we all leave. Although maybe like one shot, because I would like to kill the guy we're following, since we're supposed to. How long do we have until the convoy moves out once we get there?
Unknown gonna have an observer on point to be able to make a call on the spot. We'd
Okay.
expect them to come, take tea, talk, move out.
Right.
You guys are all set with NVGs and silencers and have a battle plan?
Well, I mean, battle plan is follow the dude and then make a battle plan.
Okay, well their ride is right there. You guys get set up and the mission's gonna be live.
Oh my god, what a piece of shit.
Oh, God.
Doc, you should drive, because then I won't be able to figure things out and drive at the same time. Also, there's... Okay, it's just all for it. So
That's kind of tight.
It's like a fucking clown car.
Mission is live.
Alright. Where the fuck are we right now?
What's our position?
Airfield.
GPS is
Okay, so hit the road. And then go past the oil storage facility and take a left. And we'll stop. Actually. Alright, just stop at the intersection. I just want to see what the train actually looks like over there.
Okay, the Russian electric music plant.
Alright, take a left. And drive like a civilian.
Oh, we had a car.
That's why we go from.
We have a car there as well.
I can't see shit. Your fucking fat ass sitting in there.
All of it being prison.
Okay. Let's just park around that wall. Listen.
Right?
Yeah. Kill your lights. Kill your lights. Okay, I can see him.
Vehicle in our back.
I can see him. He's on the other side of the wall, so we'll just wait for him to actually do something.
You think he's gonna pull on the road? You think
Pro-
parking behind the truck would be
He
better?
might. It looks like he's going now, actually.
That's glitchy. You use third person.
Well, not really. We have third person.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of cheap.
I know. But I could also hear the car.
We've just used a drone.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm doing right now. I'm using a drone. Alright, I don't know if he's gonna go left or if he's gonna go right, so we can't really move before he goes. We'll have to keep a decent distance between us. Oh, he might be switching cars here. I'm gonna get out and check. He's just standing there.
I think it's funny we're in this
Secondary vehicle coming in.
inconspicuous car with this giant logo on it.
Right?
Getting off the road.
Just turned right.
Got the secondary vehicle.
Yeah, I think so. Back up. That's not up there, so let's go. Let's just drive by. to follow him and then, you know what I mean? But it's too late now.
Right there.
Yeah, it's too late now. I don't know where he went.
I have eyes on the target.
I don't know how dark it is, so I don't make sure he doesn't hit you or see you.
I'm behind a couple bushes anyways in front of me. We go in line with IR strobes. I got a van coming fast. Target's moving.
Okay, guys, let up in the car. I don't want to see us.
Target just passed.
That's him? Okay, let's follow him. Slowly.
Deliveries?
Permission to cross the street to try to get a Overwatch.
We'll see you.
South.
Dark ass light right there.
Oh, there's a
flare.
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 Get out of here.
There's a flare right on top of us.
Dude, what the hell's going on? Okay.
Oh, there's a car to our east too.
There's like fucking a million of them over there. I would say that this is the meeting place, guys, because there's too many cars and too many guns over there.
We want to try to get in this compound and try to get me up on an upper level.
Wish we would have dropped you off by those silos there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disregard these flares, it shouldn't be happening right now.
Okay, because you're freaking me out.
I'm not quite sure what they are.
Okay, so let's have Doc and I get in this car and we'll
Hold
go
the
over-
hold the up for a second.
Oh, okay. Well, when the office is not being held, we'll follow. Or Doc and I will go over to the building there to the east southeast, the big tall one, and we'll get up on that, and then Flash and Red, you guys will have to try to set up an ambush on this road once the flares go out.
Once the flare off, you guys are free to keep going.
We are here.
Oh,
There's some more. There's just some more flare.
Is there no other exit?
Alright, Lash, so
'Cause I'm worried they're gonna
what
go the
are
other
we
way.
setting up for the ambush?
Well, because my worry is that they don't have to follow the road, right? So they could go either out the other way and around.
How many
Or they
blocks
could
of
follow the
C4?
road.
Alright, disregard, you guys gonna have to
I
act
have
as
to.
these flare or just normal Taliban countermeasures. And just do your mission accordingly.
How many
Station is back
blocks
to
do you
life.
have? You have 2 charges? Okay,
Yep,
you're gonna need to
what
you're
I
gonna need to
did
set one
indicate.
on this road for sure. And then you're gonna want to set one somewhere on the western or northwestern side, like the alleyway maybe, to the north, like the northwestern alleyway. This one, if you can see my thing.
I just see a big flare.
Point.
1 second. I was pointing, but
Oh, shit. Yeah, I can't see any.
1 second.
Flare's like coming down right on top of us.
Can I pick it up?
Dude, I can't see shit.
Dude, we got a lot of contacts running around us, Joe. Like, we need
What?
to get... Yeah, we have a lot of guys running... Well, movement, I should say. Movement running around us. Unarmed, and I haven't seen any armed, but they're all... Like, we got civvies running all around us, so
Okay,
they need
well,
to get interior.
let's get out of here. Alright, so Doc and I are getting in this car and we're going over to the place, like I said. You guys need to set up ambushes in the points that I
All right, Lash. Do I just cover you down the road while you crawl out on the road and put a block out, or?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
First, alright, 0 first.
Wait to set up the ambush until we're in position to cover you guys.
Someone just entered the Vic. Vic's moving west.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, well, we're almost in position.
You want to crawl on the road?
We'll just have to rush it a little bit. Don't get yourselves killed.
All right.
One contact on the roof, multiple on the road, left side, west.
Let me pick your spot.
I think the big flare's gotta get like position on. Crawl slowly.
What's going on out there? Are they moving?
Vehicle just part at the end of the street west. I'm gonna try to set the first charge on the road.
Alright. Well, we're still trying to find a good vantage point to cover you guys from. There's no fucking, like, elevated position here. I'm gonna try to get up on one of the silos, maybe. Yeah, here we go. We're getting up on one of the silos. Alright, come on up, Doc.
Ooh, vehicle's coming.
Alright, get out of there, Lash. As soon as you can. I have no idea how they're not seeing you right now. It's insane.
Yeah, I couldn't set the charge while I was prone. Charge is set in the middle of the room.
Alright,
We
we're on the
steal
silo
that
to
truck
your east.
that's
You should
over
see our
here,
strobes.
and then put the charge on the truck.
Are they one close to us? West?
Yeah.
You guys see us to your east, behind you?
Yeah, have eyes on you.
Okay, cool.
So what is it? You have to ace interact with that charge and like set it as
Okay,
like
so
a
we've
9
got
or
you
something?
covered, but you guys are gonna have to circle around
When
and
I'm
see
prone,
if
I
there's
cannot
another escape
interact
avenue
with
the other way.
The way
like, to the
new interaction
northwest.
menu works, it's like I cannot go down with the thing. It's weird. I had to step up, dude.
We've got you covered now, so if you guys cross the road south to north and then work your way around through the village.
Copy. We'll wait for that Vic to pass and we'll move. Alright.
And then basically you guys are gonna have to be on that side. I would suggest up on that northwestern hill. Oh. Somebody just entered the Vic. I still haven't had actual eyes on the actual objective yet.
Vehicles moving along the road.
Can you identify who's in that
east.
Vic?
Negative, but when he entered the vehicle, it looked unarmed, but not confirmed. I'll try to cross to the alley north.
Well, that's the problem I'm having right now, is they all look the fucking same to me.
Oh, heard a shot. West.
Somebody just got executed.
One just entered in the vehicle, moving. Then he just stopped. Do you want me to push north and cross the road?
Not right now, they're all kind of focused that way.
He just shot his engine, the light still is on. Well, now the small vehicle is moving.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, dead. Missed it. Okay, engage them.
Yeah, it was too close.
Kill that secondary car. Okay, start killing targets. Okay guys, check the Jeep, check the car, make sure it's our guy. We've got you covered, I need a positive ID on the enemy.
Moving to the deck.
If it's not him, we're gonna have to get out of here, regroup, and try again. Make sure you guys don't expose yourselves towards the marketplace.
Pull out enemies or?
You guys got contact coming in on your northwest. Did you guys ID him?
It's too dark in there.
You can't tell what's happening. Okay, you guys are gonna have to make it to us.
I think it's time to go.
I don't know what's the
Get that guy over there and I'll jump in.
Bring the car around to us in the silo. You guys okay?
I went down. I'm up now.
Alright, get in that fucking Jeep, drive across, get in the compound.
Good.
Okay, you guys below it? We're gonna have to climb down the ladder. You guys are gonna have to cover us while we do that. Alright, let's go. Come on, Doc. I'm down the ladder.
She got you. No, you need one more in your.
Coming up.
Take that turn. Get
Alright, I
off.
made it.
I'm gonna fix you.
Where are you guys?
Or south of the Jamaica.
I'm ready.
Say again where you are?
Southeast.
Alright, we're coming to you.
Oh, they just passed us. Over here, Lash. Hey, this way. To your right, to your right, to your right.
Hey, there's a guy close to the wall northwest.
Yep.
A lot of
I know my legs are still broken.
I'll fix you, Doc. Come on over here. Okay.
Nobody got a
I don't-
positive idea. Nobody got a positive idea.
No, you heal yourself with H. Go hit H, and then you go into the medical menu, and then. Self-interact doesn't work with advanced. Jube, I need to fix your arm.
Six, this is 1-6. Radio check, over.
Go for 6.
This is 1-6. We couldn't get a positive ident on the target. It was just too dark, and they all looked the same.
Are you guys back at base for extraction?
Oh, no, we're not back at base. We weren't sure if you wanted to go back in and see if we could find him, or,
Negative. The entire insurgency has been waking up.
Alright, Affirm. We're gonna load back up in the car and head back.
Sure, fucking felt like it.
You guys ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's too dark. Like, if it wasn't...
I was doing my best to shoot everything that was coming at us.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, that was the final pause, right?
I have no idea what
No, I think the idea was to be on the second target. I think that's who got executed. He was standing there for a while and then just got popped out. I don't know, I could have let him know generally something.
I got confused, like, why there was another car that stopped and then drove away and then went. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to tell. It's not like a movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, as far as I'm concerned, you guys followed the correct initial target. That was very well done. You guys didn't get spotted as well. Following this, you guys did get spotted. That's why you guys kept getting flare on your ass, and there's nothing I could do to fix this. That's gonna be something I'm gonna change later on. But that means you guys got seen at least once. That's why the flare kept popping. So just keep more distance, maybe next time. In terms of sitting on the explosive was well spotted, barely visible. The target you guys wanted to blow up was the correct target. The target was eliminated. It was inside the Land Rover.
Okay, good.
So you guys did complete the mission, just not with explosive. What happened exactly with the explosive misfire, or?
We just weren't sure, right? Like, and so I didn't have enough time to relay to Lash
If I
to
lay
get it.
down with the new the new way to set up, like when you interact with shit, it moves around your fucking screen. Like I'm not used to that, and for EUD I cannot be prone and set a charge. That's a big issue. Because when we had the previous one, like shit. You'll have to make it all because with you can just do it. It's really. I had to step up to set the charge, and when it says like, "Hey, blew it," like I was not prepared for it. The vehicle was already going, so it takes
Well,
time.
that's partly me.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's all good. We improvised and we killed him anyway.
We killed something, did we? Actually killed the target.
I have to say, I do like the fact of being like the marksman.
We killed our buddy. Our buddy died.
And trying to ID the vehicle, like I was checking inside with NVG, no NVG, it was so dark, dude. The guy had a fucking turban, like all of them shooting at us. I couldn't tell. I didn't want to say, I ID positive, I was not sure.
Yeah, we couldn't make out any details at all.
I figured out my issue too, why you told me to shoot, I couldn't shoot. I fucking had the gun on safety still.
Lord! What a noob.
I thought I didn't have a mag in, so I reloaded, and I'm still clicking. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
I fucking love how, like, literally everything went wrong, but we still did it, and nobody died.
I broke my leg, so I got shot.
Yeah. Lash did go down, and I needed to load him in, but
I'm half down the ladder. I get shot in my side, jumps like, oh, just jumps. I just jump, and my legs are and he takes off.
Yeah, my legs badly.
Follow me.
I was limping. They're like, cover me while I'm getting down the stairs. I'm like,
well, I mean,
Chubb just took off. He hurdles like
I
the
was
fucking
still
pipe
there.
and shit. He hurdles the pipe and says, "Oh, keep following me." As I'm fucking limping. I'm getting shot at under the wall.
Oh, seriously? When you're limping, like it's just get on the ground, bat yourself.
It's
just
game
slow.
over, but I didn't hear it. I didn't hear that your legs were broken until like I think probably the second or third time you said it. And then I came back.
There was
killed, like, 2 guys that were
yeah, that's right. You're able to get into the vehicle though, and I was able to fix you.
Yeah. You should be able to do it. Yeah, but I don't know how you.
But that's what I said at the beginning, right? I was like, we just need to extract.
Yeah, just get into the vehicle.
Yeah.
I would like to do that again. That was actually really fun, but I think we needed to do a little more pre-planning.
Well,
it's fine. But it's
we also
practice.
need to get experience doing it, right? Because like this is not something we do very often. So even me, like,
I was actually wondering, could we have like brought a UAV backpack to where? Yeah, I think if we would have been able to follow him like from afar, we could just like plan it out a little bit more. But I mean, then again, we just had no sights on that warlord. Like one guy, like you said, everybody looks the same. But we could have followed the guide to
from
the
that distance, everyone looks the same. But if I had have had like a UAV or something, I might have been able to zoom in and see it.
No, you can only zoom in with thermal on the UAVs.
Oh, okay.
Basically, guys, these kind of missions are hard. Like, it's just you need to get used to PID because sometimes you cannot tell exactly if he has a white or black turban, but you can tell about like his demeanor, what he's doing. Like for example, the convoy, the way it was done.
I assumed he was the bad guy just because he's the guy who shot the dude, and then like whatever. So that's why I made the call to just snipe him. But
it's good. So, I mean, it's also it happens that you guys took the wrong target. It happens all the time. You just do your best, right?
So neither of the targets were in either of those vehicles that we killed.
No, we got
No.
the guy. We got
This
the guy.
vehicle, you had,
Oh, it was the guy
you
we
killed
took
the
the
guy
vehicle.
and
Yeah.
you took
Yeah.
the VIX from him.
We were just not sure, but I mean,
Yeah.
That's what a drone strike's for.
The mission would have been perfect if you guys would have blown it with explosive, which you guys should have. It's just we had some mishaps with basically the explosive. Else the mission would have been golden because you guys would have just extracted and moved on.
I was finally I was able to put the charge in the middle of the street, but I had to get up, and I was fucking scared I'd get shot at because I couldn't get prone,
Yep.
and we didn't just have the time to properly make it explode. As soon as they started to move, I was pressing my keys to go fire, and the second vehicle went way past, and I was pretty close to the explosive, so it would have probably killed me in red. So I decided to not.
You know, I was thinking improvised. I should have drove them to the oil area, to the silos, brought the vehicle back, parked it on the side of the road, used the vehicle as an IED.
Oh.
Like, yeah,
Fucking
put the
bad.
Yeah,
block
you
on the
guys,
road.
to be a
you guys
fucking
could have done
IED.
that. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could have just put the explosive on the car and leave the car right on the. Yep, that would have been fine. It's just to get you guys creative. I want you also to see what you guys thought about these kind of missions were different from the missions we usually do. Is that the kind of mission you guys enjoy doing? From our size and
I do.
Yeah,
do,
that was cool.
Like,
Yeah.
more thinking, less pew pew. It's fun to pew pew, but Arma is like, if I want to pew pew, I always said it. I'm gonna go play squad or something. Like Arma has something that we can. I don't know. It's way more complex than just pew pews.
But I would have liked to do that with more than 4 guys, you know, because like if we had have had 2 actual fire teams there with like a squad leader running it, like we could have blocked both sides. Because that was my concern, and that's what I was most worried about, is that they could have exited from that northern alley. And I was trying to get Lash and Red to circle around through the marketplace to the other side so that we'd have them surrounded.
Every time we were trying, we were like, okay, I think we're
Yeah.
gonna
Oh,
move.
car's swimming
Like,
by.
they
Oh
open
shit.
The fucking light,
Yep.
vehicle is moving. Oh,
Yeah.
stop.
Yep.
Wait. Okay, I think we can go now. Oh fuck, another big start to move. I'm like, okay, I think we're stuck here.
Yeah, and the
But-
flares were making me paranoid, so...
yeah, the flag. I'll find out what's going on with this.
At some point, there was a flare right on the street where I wanted to place. I was like, it's gonna give up my position for sure.
There's a flare
Flares
on
everywhere.
top of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cirque, is this a like a pre-planned op or mission that you just like put in here, or like can you go through these guys' inventory?
Say what? Who's inventory?
Was yeah, that's what. Oh, it was not their inventory that was putting the flares down. Is that what you're saying?
So what was happening is I think the AI has a mechanic that just pops flares during night for AIs that doesn't have any VGs. It is not them popping them. It's literally something is popping flare missions on top of you guys.
So if they spot
Ah.
one of us or if they act something
Yeah.
suspicious, because the flares were literally on us. Like,
Right.
No,
we were
yeah,
like 4
no,
guys on the wall. I couldn't see shit at some point. It was like 3 flares around, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, I
Yeah.
took my MVGs off at that point. There was no point. I was fucking in the sunlight.
Well, yeah, I'm just
Yeah, I
like
didn't
curious,
use
like
energy for the inside.
where do the flares like originate from? They don't originate from Zeus, but
Yeah, so it's something I'm gonna look into. That's why I told you guys to disregard. But yeah, for the most part, it's just, you know, I try to make it simple. Like if you look at the map, place you guys where it's only one street, one way. All the vehicles were parked going towards that direction. So I was trying to make it as obvious for you that the way that they would go out was this way.
Well, that's why I was doing the opposite. I was like, they're gonna go the other way because he's a douche.
You need to understand there's only 4 of you guys. You have limited mobilities. Like you're gonna get a mission that's within your capabilities, right? So very good job. We're gonna really I cannot talk. So
It
the
was
training.
hilarious climbing down that ladder, getting shot at. I can tell you that much.
Well, somebody got lucky because the 50 cal was shooting you the entire time. Was
yeah,
good
that
thing
was
is the
fucking
Taliban shooting you.
me. I have to say though, I really did like. Out of all that, I know it's just kind of like my first time ever with a DMR, but it was actually kind of nice, like stepping out of my comfort zone. I really did enjoy kind of being the sniper marksman role. Like, but
Oh,
I
man,
enjoyed it.
rifleman's the shit.
This was not being a rifleman job.
Yes, it is.
yeah, like maybe like a little bit of like out of the cookie cutter weapons. Is that possible or
Yeah, but it's within you know mission
within the
objectives,
mission,
right?
right? Yeah.
So like I won't make you guys go in fucking Thompsons because you know we want to be funny tonight. So it needs to be.
Oh yeah.
So like you guys gonna use different types of weapon system because you guys gonna do always like an operation that's very specific to what you need to be done, right? And you guys gonna have weapons that are made for that, right? You might go with fucking MP5s one day just because that's what the mission asks for. But you
To be
never
honest,
gonna.
that actually felt like the end of American Sniper. They're all on the roof and they're like, God damn it, they're everywhere!
Yeah, this time though, I would have said like the call to ID, like your survival is more important than people to make sure the guy
Well,
has the right
that's why
color
I
of
said,
turbans.
snipe them, let's get out. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
that
it
was good to
turned
know about.
into me bleeding 7 mags of fucking marksman ammo.
well,
and
I
trying to
just
figure
wanted
out
them to quickly check. I didn't think that I didn't think it would be that hard. But apparently, it wasn't possible.
Nothing like checking if somebody has the right color turban when there's like 5 squads shooting at you.
There wasn't at that time, and then all of a sudden they all came from the market, and we started killing them. I think that's when Lash got hit.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah,
the,
three
stopped-
mag is not a lot. I haven't
I-
shot a lot, and I only have like a third of a mag still. 3 mag.
Well, I fired half my mags, so
Yeah, I dumped all my ammo because I don't think I ever could stop firing because there's always a contact shooting at us or shooting at them. I don't even know where you guys were half the time. Literally, I just knew that you guys were near the car, and I just started firing at anything that wasn't you.
that's fine. It's my job
Yeah,
to know
it was
where they are.
I don't think we used the IR strobes though, because I didn't see your guys' IRs on.
Yeah,
No
Charm.
worries, but-
Nope.
We didn't have time. Anyway, what else did we want to say?
no, so basically the training, I want to make it so the training stops at 9. One thing I really want to do, Lash, is for us to try with you setting up explosives to make sure we're fully comfortable with whatever the new mechanic is. And
But I mean, the new mechanic is I cannot lay down and put explosive. That's basically it.
so basically, if you go put a dead charge right now, like not laying down, you'll be able to and detonate it with no problem, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the lay down I cannot because the way like when you're prone and you try to interact, like there's a certain limit you can go down, and I couldn't like.
I know what I mean.
Get
Is
the circle.
Is the 3D like interaction menu flattened, so you cannot select what you need?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, that's cool. We're just gonna keep that in mind. You could have set the explosive more like at the T intersection, for example. That would have been safer for you. Although it's still in the middle of the fucking road in the middle of the night, which means you.
Well, the
it's
reason that I didn't want him to do that actually is because it could have hit a civilian and we wouldn't know. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot less likely at not an intersection that the civilian's going to turn up the road towards a bunch of guys with guns, whereas he might try to cross at the wrong time and then we blow him up and all the warlords too. It's like,
The other thing of with Shack Tech, I know it's always been like that, and there's an option to like if I'm not looking at you guys, like you disappear on the Shack Tech, even if you stay on my side. So it's really like I play first person most of the time, so my awareness is a big thing for Shack Tech, and you disappear. I was like, Red is not there. I turn around. Oh,
I
now
was
he's there.
right
and he
there
appeared
though.
on the-
Yeah.
Yeah, he appeared in the Shack Tech. I think.
well,
it has
if you get
something
too
with the
far away,
occlusion or-
they disappear. So like that, they'll disappear.
So
But-
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about that, sir. I personally am a fan of locked to first person. I believe that would be better. However, where do we draw the line in that? Because I can use third to see over a wall. You know what I mean? Like, and I would do that in a firefight too. You know, like you can't really help it. It's just something that's gonna happen.
But that's why Sons was always saying he wants first. I know a lot of people I like myself third. When I'm at base here, when I'm looking the gear, when we move in formation, stack on the wall, I like it. But when I'm actually playing, I play in first.
Me too. It's just that like that time, you know.
No, I only play in third because like if you want me to actually try and throw a grenade in first person, no, you don't want me to do that.
Really? But if you hit Shift G, it gives you an entire perfect line of exactly where the grenade's gonna go.
If you want me to figure out my keys, and then I'm gonna stop, and I hit Shift G, then by then the enemies already came out. No, not.
Fair enough.
No, just like, well, for me, like I play in third person for the most of the time, and then when I want to go first person, I'll hit zoom, go into my weapon.
All right.
But
it
doesn't.
My
I
thing
can
is
learn.
that I think that should be brought up in a meeting of like, do we want to lock third person out? Do we want to keep it on? Like, because to me, you can't really police when they don't use it, you know.
Well, for now, because pending in the next meeting, it's pretty simple. Like, don't use the third person that gives you to give yourself an unfair advantage, and it's pretty much that's it. That's all gonna be for rules for now. So basically, if somebody says, "Well, there's a guy on the other side of the wall, I see it right now," you're obviously not using it properly. Because as
They're
far as
not
concerned,
shooting.
Yang always said that he doesn't want to turn third person out. It helps for driving vehicles for sure. Some of them are very clunky. And also, like, it's really cool to be able to see yourself. A lot of players use in third persons. I'm not sure we might be able to lock it down. We might use the Shack addition that basically occlude. Basically, if it goes away from your normal arc of vision, it occludes it. So basically, you'll be able to see over the wall, but you won't see anything. Well, you'll see basically the
Oh, I
base
didn't know they
bottles.
had that. We should do that.
That's what Lashapel was talking about. So we'll see what we're gonna make. We're gonna talk about next meeting. In terms of for tonight's training, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was basically two instructed exercise with dry fire followed by live exercise, and then a something to put together just to try something new to see what our strengths are, what our weaknesses are. Do you guys like this format of FTX? Lasted exactly an hour and a half.
Yeah, I like it.
It was
Yeah,
nice.
cool.
Yeah, I like a little bit like out of the ordinary of like, it's daytime desert and you just like kill the objective. I really like to follow the AI and like try and figure out where it's at,
Well, that's what we want to do for our ops now. Like, we'll do ones where we're dropped behind enemy lines, and we have multiple objectives, like throughout a storyline, quote unquote. So there's times where we could get trapped in a place where we like have no ammo left, and when we start the next stop, we have no ammo left. So good luck.
Yeah, and to be fair, we don't have the numbers to do like big platoon and stuff, so obviously we turn around more special operations things and more sneaky stuff and more like it's just the way to go when you have left people.
Yeah, and I really appreciate the creativity, like some of the fun ops that I was doing to where you couldn't tell what the next objective was. You had to actually kind of play through the game and figure out where the AI is going, to the next objective.
Yeah, that's why there
and,
was
and
no
that's
planning
one
there.
thing that I wanted. That's what I wanted to bring up too. Is that we're gonna have to learn through practice, I guess, to like the leadership side of things to be able to handle that. You know what I mean? Like to just be like, okay, well, this is what's happening now, so this is what we have to do. You know?
Adapt, always
Yeah.
adapt.
Because I'm used to kind of more cookie cutter, right? So I have time to plan, I have time to think of all this stuff or whatever. But like in that case, like I just had to be like, okay, this is what's happening now, so let's shoot the fuckers.
Yeah. You're following the AI that's going into a market. Okay, you don't just go face first. You're like, oh shit, stop.
We turned the corner. There's about
And
7 dudes with a
that's
gun.
what we
I
did.
know.
Yes.
I was like, pull off to the left, Doc, just casually, drive
Yes.
casually.
But that's basically, when you guys said like we wish you had a UAV and all this stuff so we could plan better and all this thing. It's what I was trying to throw you guys as a curveball of like where the guy is, the initial guy, and then from there you have no fucking idea. You just improvise. I just want to train basically the leadership for you guys to be able to be on the field and then just adapt to whatever is happening and be able to put together an hasty plan very quickly and just act on it. It's gonna come with practice
too. Like all of us kind of need to be a leader in a sense as well, because you kind of have to be responsible for yourself and who you're with. Because we had to get separated quite a bit there, so you guys had to rely on each other to kind of stay alive and get out, right? Like so it's not always just the one guy that's leading you.
Yeah. First it went well. Like I was like, Lash, okay, what's the plan? I'm gonna put the block on the road. You cover me. Okay, here we go. Boom.
Yeah,
that's what I liked about the first SFG. The previous unit I was in, it was more special force, and these guys like like in real life, they're all sergeant first. Like to be a special force, and they're like you're a weapons sergeant. Like these guys already are pretty much all leaders. Like to be a sergeant in the military, I guess you need to go for a leadership course. So all these guys that are special force usually are already some kind of leaders, but just having more specific. Like even the medic is a surgeon. He went through all the course and he's doing the medic for his squad. But I mean, they all have that high knowledge of all the things that they need to know. So yeah, obviously.
In a perfect world, I think all the time we would have that. But us four, yeah, it's not a problem. But if we had like 8 or 10 people, I'm not sure like the leadership ability of some of the other people.
No, exactly. That's what I said. It's
But
for this
this-
unit,
this
it
one
was
went
the
well.
case, but it's And
That's
we're
the plan.
kind of still starting. I mean, some of the guys, like I was playing with some people like Job and Foss. I was a Boucher. I'm confused about the name because I used to call Job Foss, but like played with these guys for a long time. We were in Sendon CMBG like 5 years ago, and most of the people I've played with are vet of ARMA. And now in STG, we have a bunch of guys that are like Doc a little bit, like they're dedicated. They want to play that, they like it, but maybe don't have like all the experience we have, so that's kind of obvious. We cannot ask all of them to be like
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's never
on
gonna
the
be
same.
perfect.
But
I don't know, but like we're doing.
Well, that's
great
why you
at
pair.
what we
That's
have.
why you pair people up with experienced people, right?
Yeah.
yes,
So,
yeah. You need to know everybody's weaknesses and abilities. Me and Doc were better at the medic game, and like you
I
two.
want to master this marksman shit.
well,
Okay.
that's why I split us up that way because I mean also it worked because he was the sniper and I had a thing, but
like honestly, I can't shoot shit, and
no, you can shoot things. You just
You
your
can't
reaction
tell
time
that
is not
dude
as high.
standing on the corner from you.
You can shoot things.
Yeah.
Your just reaction time is not as good, so you're not used to
Yeah.
it. Well, and also to be honest with you, this is probably one of the hardest like mechanical shooters that I've played. Like in the sense of like actually aiming properly, like because your hands go all over the place. You have to like think about your stamina. You have to think about the stance you're in.
Stance and shit.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a lot.
like you said,
There's a lot to it.
if
I
I
think
were
it's one of the
strong
best
point
shooters
and
for that
weakness.
reason, but because like if you play airsoft in real life, or if you're in the military in real life, and you've actually like gone into this, like when you play ARMA, you're like, oh yeah. Like at first you're like, it's kind of ridiculous. Like my hands are all over the place. It wouldn't be like that in real life. And then you go out and do it, and you're like dying, and like sucking wind, and you're like, oh, guess ARMA isn't actually that far off.
Yeah. I play the dumbed down version of paintball.
Yeah.
No, I usually play. I used to play paintball all the time.
Yeah.
But your hands are like,
Yeah.
you're like
Especially
sucking wind.
The only thing you don't have here in the ARMA version when you come in like real life is that you don't have like the nerves
Situational
of like
awareness.
no, you don't even have the nerves though of like, oh shit, there's a guy might be on the other side of this wall, and you're more nervous in real life and more cautious, and then in here you're just like, well, this is a guy who's gonna come on this corner.
Well, see, that's actually something that I want
It's,
people to develop in ARMA because
it's
I feel like that's the reason why
self-preservation.
people die. Yeah, that's the reason why people die so
Yep.
often, though, is because they rush into things, and that's why I said earlier when we were doing this, we can do it slowly, guys. You don't have to rush, because your want is to speed in and be like, "I'll kill all the enemies," right? But like, you don't have to necessarily do that. You can kill them all slowly, as long as you don't have a clock to watch, right? But
Yeah, that was the difference thing between like paintball in real life and then like video games is there's no self-preservation.
yeah. Ooh.
Oh, we got a campfire now. Can we get some chairs?
No, we're all shiny. Anyway, anything else?
Yep.
Kirk?
The
Sorry.
last thing is in terms of mods, we have the notepad, the new equipment you guys have. That means
I
the
actually used the
helmet, the
notepad, by the way.
vest, and GSRS sound for the sound of guns and bullets and all that stuff. You guys have any comments on these mods? You see, feels like they're superfluous, not good, buggy, whatever.
I
Honestly,
don't know,
didn't
shooting
notice it.
without a suppressor, dude, this gun sounds so good. When we started the basic training in the beginning, when we started live and I shot the first round, I was like, holy shit, that sounds good. It's different.
There was a
Than
couple
development.
guys I couldn't track when they were shooting at us. Like, I couldn't figure out where it came from, but
Yeah, you have to listen to the thumps of the weapons now. The cracks, there's a crack and there's a thump for the weapon. So like if I was to actually, I can do it if you want. Like,
Even suppress is different, but without the
Well, I'm gonna take my
suppressor, dude,
suppressor off.
it's yeah.
I know that from my perspective, your suppressed weapon sounded pretty right.
They sound pretty awesome, but the suppressors actually work like real because it's only suppressed from the distance. It's not suppressed from right next to you. Let's say I'm over here and I'm one of the quote-unquote enemies that are shooting at you guys. I'm gonna fire over your head, so don't worry. If you listen carefully, you heard the crack, but then after there's a thump, and the thump is my weapon. So I'll shoot a couple more times and I'll get a little further away. Can you hear the difference? Yeah, the second one you hear, that's the actual position of the enemy. behind you, no? Are you sitting down? You're hearing it? Oh, you're hearing the impact on the building. That's what you're hearing.
Yeah, I could hear the top clearly from his position.
Basically, you should hear the crack, and then that's over your head. That's the bullet passing you, and then there's a boom right after that, and that's where the gun is.
No. Like I'm hearing the crack like in front of me, and then I guess it's the impact behind me.
Probably.
I hear the impact
Something's not coming out right.
You would hear the impact
No.
first. That makes more sense. But the crack, when it passes over your head,
No.
you'll hear a loud crack. That means the bullet is close to you. It whizzed over your head.
Yep. Okay.
Depending
if
on
you
your
hear, like,
audio
a whistle-
equipment, your sound might not give you positional,
True.
like good positional.
Depends
So
on
it's
how
really
good your
depending.
headphones are.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Because, like, I have really good headphones, so I can really usually identify it pretty quick. But sometimes it does happen where I do feel like it is coming from behind you, but it's actually not.
Well, I know me and you were having the same problem trying to find the same guy that was shooting at us, because you were like, I don't know where this fucking guy is.
The machine gunner, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where the
Well, machine gunners
gunner
are hard to spot because all you hear is crack, 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 crack over your head. And you can't...
Well, no, usually you see the muzzle flash or like
yeah,
some
but
kind
that's
of
what I was
tracer.
looking for. That's how I
Yeah.
found him, actually.
Yeah.
It's
Alright,
even
guys.
easier at night.
Alright, guys. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
call the training for the night. Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
Not that
thanks.
many people, but you know, I think that was still fun.
Quality
But tell your
over
friends, because we
quantity.
want more people.
Alright, have a good night, guys.
GG.
Can I ask for like someone